Deliver at All Costs is a narratively driven action game where everything is destructible, where you follow a character who is on the downward spiral towards insanity.
My name is Lars Olsson. I'm the CEO of Studio Far Out Games. In the production of the game Deliver at All Costs, my main responsibilities lie within level design and art.
My name is Dane Nilsson. I'm the game director for Deliver at All Costs. So my role is basically managing and taking care of everything when it comes to making sure we are staying true to our vision. But I'm also having my hands in almost every aspect of the game, everything from working on the player card to working on story to working on cutscenes.
So my name is Jimmy Holton. I'm the narrative and art director at Far Out Games.
Hi, I'm Jonathan. I'm the technical director and lead programmer at Far Out Games.
My name is Linus, and I work as a programmer on Deliver at All Costs.
My name is Thomas, and I'm a gameplay programmer at Far Out Games.
My name is Johan Ahlsten, and I am a mission designer at Far Out Game Studios.
My name is Eric. I am a mission programmer at Far Out Games.
Hi, my name is Richard Jones. I'm the creative director at Konami Digital Entertainment Europe.
Hi, I'm Shanshan, the narrative designer, technical artist, and the music composer of Deliver at All Costs. I work on the main story gameplay, cinematics, setup cards and NPC characters, and music for interior scenes.
So Studio Far Out Games was founded by a group of 4 individuals, former classmates actually, studying game development at a school here in Gothenburg, Sweden.
The founders of the company are Lars Olsson, Daniel Nielsen, Jonathan, and I.
We're really a group of guys with a very diverse background. So you have Daniel, who's experienced from visual effects for film. You have Jimmy with experience from running his own company. My background is as an architect, so I've been studying architecture for 5 years, and after that working 10 odd years as an architect. And together in our core groups, diverse backgrounds, I think we really have that recipe for bringing a fresh perspective on game development.
The collaboration came about when we met them at GDC. I think it was 2022. They were part of the Sweden Game Incubator, and they showed an early prototype of Deliver at All Costs, and we thought it was really cool. So we got in touch with them, and yeah, that was kind of the start of it.
Yeah, so we went to GDC to pitch our game, and they were in the audience when we were pitching our game, and they were very interested. So they sent us an email, and we started talking, and I think we were in talks for almost a year before we decided to sign. Well, there was a very specific moment with Konami that made us decide to sign with them, which is they said that they had a competition who was the worst driver at Konami. So they were very passionate about the game, which was something we found to be very endearing, something we found to be very fun. So it felt like they were the most passionate of all of the publishers we talked to, and now we've been working together for almost 2 years.
So I think what stood out was, well, many things. So as far as the game's concerned, I mean, obviously the destruction is a really key part of the game. I think the other thing is the attention to detail. The fact it was set in the 1950s in this fictional, idealised version of 1950s America, there was a real feeling of charisma. And I think that really stood out, was this feeling of time and place and this very sort of nice environment. Then you add the destruction on top of that, the attention to detail. When we actually got to play the game, the control of the car as well. It's this knackered old pickup truck that you spend most of your time driving. Suspension's shot to all hell. It wallows and flaps all over the place, but it's actually really fun to drive once you get into it. There's a really nice feeling of inertia and physics to it, and then when you start smashing things up, it's just this enormous grin on your face, and you don't want to stop smashing things up.
A really great video game for me, that's a game that lets the player engage with the world. If it is like an actual world or a world of possibilities, doesn't matter. In this game, in Deliver at All Costs, is obviously a physical world, like this destructible, completely destructible, awesome terrain that you can engage with and play around with. But any game that gives the player this playground or this central challenge or conflict that they can take part in, that they can engage in whatever way they want. That's what makes a great game to me.
My favorite part about making video games is seeing the things I create come alive and working with very ambitious, talented people.
What I like most about creating video games, I think it's basically taking a small idea and creating like this whole world. It sort of, I guess, encompasses everything about game creation, but I think that's the most fascinating thing for me, to see what a small team can create basically out of nothing.
So I think our key strength, we have something we kind of call out the Far Out Games way, which is that we always go 1 or 2 steps past what the expectation is, and that of course demands a lot of work, and but that's something we really thrive, and that's something we think it's very fun to go past people's expectations. So I think that is our biggest strength as a team.
Unlike many other new studios, we're not industry veterans. We're all quite new to video games, and a lot of us come from different industries and have different experiences, and I think that really lets us make something more unique and more creative. We don't think like all the other studios do, and that lets us make something different.
Being so close to our debut title makes me feel a lot of different feelings. I mean, first of all, I'm nervous and happy, excited. Being so close to finally being able to see the reactions of the community. In the future, we feel that our diverse backgrounds give us a very good opportunity to bring something fresh to the game development scene. And we have a lot of, exciting ideas, but nothing as of yet to announce.
So we've had our fair share of challenges, creating the company, getting a publishing deal. Creating a whole game is quite a challenge on its own, especially considering everything is destructible. That's also quite a challenge. So I think it's hard to say what's been the hardest challenge actually, but every day has something new.
Well, I would say the biggest challenge so far has been creating the game while creating the company at the same time, but also creating missions in a world where everything is destructible, where you can't really block the player in any way. So the game design has definitely been a challenge, but we're very happy how it has turned out.
Deliver at All Cost is a game that puts you in the shoes of this very unlikely everyday man who is put upon and frustrated with all the troubles that every one of us has experienced in their everyday life. But you have this perfect opportunity to let loose and explore this world and destroy it if you should want to. You will be constantly challenged, and hopefully you will also constantly be given reasons to laugh.